Hello, warriors. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is Tuesday, and this video is out on Tuesday. And make sure you join me for Saturday morning prayer at 10 a.m. I do that live here on the Faithful Warriors like page. And we also are putting all the other videos. If you want to go back to anything, you can see it, of course, here at the like page or here at the YouTube page, Faithful Warrior Men. Yeah. So thank you for joining me. This video comes after having some crazy thoughts one morning. This was right after we did our first videos here at Faithful Warrior Ministries. And, I just automatically heard, who gave you the right? Who gave you the authority? Why are you even doing this? Why are you making these videos? Who do you think you are? You are nobody. And I decided that I just need to make a video about this, because who doesn't have feelings like this? Even if it's not about things of the word or things of the spirit. Who gave you the authority to teach? Who gave you the authority to go out and be the best customer service representative as you could be? Who gave you the authority? Why are you doing the things that you're doing? So I want to help myself. We can do this together. And I want to help you to see that we certainly have the authority. The Lord has given it to us. But we, of course, must operate under parameters. And I'll go further into that. I'm going to start at Second Corinthians, not 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 10 and 8. And it says, well, you know what? Let me just put the backdrop for this. This is, of course, Paul is writing, and it basically is him defending his authority, and I'm reading from the NLT. And it says, I may seem to be boasting too much about the authority given to us by the Lord, but our authority builds you up. It doesn't tear you down. So I will not be ashamed of using my authority. And I will go even further down to verse 13. And it says, we will not boast about things done outside of our area of authority. We will boast only about what has happened within the boundaries of the work God has given us, which includes our working with you. So the Lord does a great job of letting you know where your lane is and making sure that we are in those lanes. Now, going further, because I'm going to get everything from the Bible first. The next we have Hebrews 13 at verse 17. And it says, also in the NLT, obey your spiritual leaders and do what they say. Their work is to watch over your souls, and they are accountable to God. Give them reason to do this with joy and not with sorrow. That would certainly not be for your benefit. And last but not least, when I'm looking for just cutthroat instruction and just things that make sense, I like to go to Proverbs. And I'm reading this from the King James Version of the Bible. This is Proverbs 19:20. And it says, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. And I say all of this to say, just as Paul said, God has certainly given us the authority to reach out. He has certainly given us that authority, especially if you have gifts within you. With those gifts, and you want to be able to reach out to people, pray for them. You want to be able to give them that prophetic word that the Lord has given you. You want to be able to do those things. Know that He is giving you the authority to operate but also we must be aware of the governing factions over us. We must be aware of the authority that is actually over us as we are operating under God's authority. I hope that makes sense. Put that down in the comments if it don't. We'll have a conversation. Anywho, remember that there are pastors and priests and people above us that are here to give us correction. So, for example, there's somebody that I really wanted to pray for, but myself and Tyrone knew that if we took up the time to go to this young woman, pray for her, give her a word, there's a possibility that we'd be outside of the authority that the Lord has given us because she is actually under a pastor. And it will be our duty to go to the pastor, do right, and ask that pastor if we can give her a word, because for all we know, she is being coached by this pastor, she is being led by this pastor, and we would be doing wrong by taking a step out of bounds to try to help. Though we have great intention, we still have to follow the line of order. There's order in all of this. And for us to try to step outside of that, that's not of God. I feel like that's sin. And to ignore the order that's placed in front of us, it's just not right. And Lord knows there's this a quartet song called I Just Want to Be Right. And that's all I'm trying to do is be right. So Lord knows that we all have such great intention in our hearts to help people and give people those words. But take the time to lift your head and ask the Lord, is this what I need to do? Is this what you're looking for me to do? If so, He will. If you earnestly ask Him, He will let you know what your next turn is, what your next step is. And of course, if that person already has leadership, if that person that you're trying to minister to is already under a great leadership, you have to ask that leader. You just have to do it right. Once again, there is an order. Yes, you're just stepping out and you're just getting started. You have that prophetic gift. You have that gift of evangelism. You have that gift for outreach and caring for people, caring for people's children. You have all of that within you. But you can't step out of bounds. Make sure you do it the right way. But you certainly have the authority to make the steps. And from those thoughts that I had that morning, I refuse to put myself down and make myself feel like I'm less than because I am not other people that already have a platform. Because they at one point started off asking, who am I to give people encouragement? Who am I to try to uplift anyone? Just know that the Lord has given you those gifts, those feelings for a reason. You are wonderfully made. And before you were conceived, He already knew that you'd be who you are. I would just hope that you try your best to walk more in it. Can you hold my hand as we both do it together? I love you dearly. Please continue to fight every single day. This fight is a fight that we cannot lose, especially with God on our side. Keep fighting negative thoughts. Build yourself up. You are great. The Lord made you that way. Once again, I love you. Keep on being a warrior. Bye.